I believe you can fly, and I believe you can touch the sky. Hello, I'm Marcel. I'm tuning in from Germany, and I want to welcome you to this 4 day masterclass on how to create your destiny in 2022. It sounds like a magical number, right? 2022. Anything is possible next year. And if you just believe that you can do it, and we want to talk about this today with our beautiful host, Vicky Thomas, which I will be bringing up shortly about the power of belief, because everything is about belief, guys. Um, Vicky Thomas and myself, we are both doing the same kind of work. We help people unleash their highest potential. The material that we are going to share with you has transformed my life profoundly, as well as her life. And I'm just so grateful for this kind of information. And there's nothing more igniting and invigorating than sharing this material with all of you today. So let's bring on our beautiful host today, Vicky Thomas.
Thank you so much. It's so lovely to have you here with me, and thank you so much for just giving this beautiful, beautiful invite. And we were just talking behind the scenes, weren't we? That this, when you actually, the reason I played that song is when we actually start really believing that we can reach the sky, when we start really believing our full potential, then we can achieve anything. So, as we know that, we are both now eagles soaring in the sky. Is that right, Marcel?
We are. We are, absolutely, absolutely. And I love also this international connection, that we are all in this together. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you share the same beliefs, because we're all human beings, we all have this amazing potential. There's this amazing potential within us. And the more we understand how to unleash it, the easier it gets for us to create a better world and also to save the planet. This is my deepest belief, because everything starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with our own consciousness, right?
It
Our
sure
level
does.
of awareness.
It does, sure does. It sure does. So thank you for being with me. So I'm just going to go through just some presentation, then we'll have a chat about after. So I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
So again, welcome, 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 everybody. And I'm so blessed to have amazing people like Marcel and amazing people in my peer group. Because one thing I would ask you as well is, to ask yourself, who do you spend time with? Because the average of the five people you spend time with is who you're going to be able to become. And it's really, really important. I remember many years ago that was actually mentioned to me. And I was just there thinking, oh, that's just a cliche. That's just a cliche. But honestly, it's not. The people that you surround yourself with, the energy of the people that you have around you is fundamentally important. Honestly, it makes a huge, huge difference. But what I want to share with you today is about creating your future. So I'm just going to be talking to you for about 30 minutes today, and just setting the tone about belief before we go on in the next couple of days, where I want to really give you some tips and some tricks and some tools, because we're going into 2022. It's been the last couple of years have been quite challenging for many, and from a lot of people I speak to, a lot of people have gone within and they've spent a little bit more time on themselves, and they've found their spiritual connection. And it's been challenging for other people, where they've actually been out of work and things haven't gone the way that they obviously anticipated. And that's the thing about life, is that, as we know, it's expectations, it's what we expect, and then when we don't receive what we expect, that's when we're actually then, like, let's say, a little bit frustrated. So I wanted to talk to you today, before we actually go into the whole mastermind of the rest of this week, about belief, because it is so fundamentally important that we actually believe in what we are going to achieve. And I'm sure the people that are watching this are connected to me. So you know what kind of person that I am. You know that I've come from a business background. You know that it was all very much about doing, doing, doing. It was all about achieving and achieving and success, success, success. And you know, if you're watching me and you're on my page, is that then in 2015 I transitioned into really capsulating the spiritual side of my essence, really understanding who I am as a being, really connecting to my galactic tribe, really connecting to myself within, and really starting to be more than do more. And it has been such a big shift to actually feel before I make decisions than actually use my rational mind. And that's what we're going to be going through this week as well, is talking about how our rational mind and how our conscious mind and our subconscious minds drives our results into our behavior. And then I'm going to be giving you some snippets and some tools and some tricks and some worksheets and things for you to work on, so then we can go together into 2022 really creating your future and really creating your destiny. Because that is the thing, we can have goals in place, we can actually have targets, but how deeply are these goals or these targets inbred into the cells of your body? How deep do you believe it? So, if you've just jumped onto the live stream, at the beginning, you will see that I played a song. And I think this song is so important because if we do believe that we can fly, if we believe that we can touch the sky, if we believe that we are eagles soaring and we're not ducks playing on the ground, if we truly believe that we have that capability, if we truly believe that we are capable of achieving whatever we desire, then I'm telling you, it is possible. You truly, truly, truly can achieve it. But it all starts from a deep, profound belief. And then you're going to be saying to me, Vicky, well, okay, how do I believe? You're going to be saying, yeah, I can just say I believe. I can just say I believe. And, I'm telling myself I believe and I'm doing the incantations but it's not embedded into our body of true belief and true desire. And this is the thing, because if I asked you the question, if you could have anything that you wanted in the world, anything whatsoever, money wasn't an issue, time wasn't an issue, anything at all that you wanted to have in the world, what would your answer be? Write it in the chat if you're watching the replay, write it in the chat if you're here live, send me a personal message. But what would you want to achieve? What would you want to achieve if you could have anything that you desired in the world? And it's really thinking about that from a level of not thinking that it's coming from ego, not thinking that it's materialistic, not thinking what other people will think of you. Going into the deepest part of your soul and saying, what would I really, really desire? What would really light me up? How would I be able to, how would I love to live my life? And that could be a car. That could be a property. That could be 10 holidays. That could be traveling the world. That could be having children, having a family. That could be helping the homeless. That could be feeding the elderly. That could be building shelter for the homeless, something like that. Whatever that is for you, it's really, really, really kind of getting this deep desire into the cells of your body, but also believing that you have everything inside of you to achieve those desires. And if you, as I say, if you do not believe, then it's how do we expect the forces of the universe, the polarities, the law that we have, the law of the vibration, the law of the frequency, to bring us our manifestations when we deep down inside ourselves don't believe? So let me tell you a story, because there was a time where I was actually doing all of the work. I was actually, watching all of the videos that there was on YouTube, and I was kind of watching the videos, I was reading the books and everything else, and I was there thinking, yes, 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 this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. But when I actually was going through and not achieving my goals, and there wasn't happening, then I was beating myself up and then not believing that I was doing the right things, or then I wasn't working hard enough, or I was doing the wrong courses, so then I would do more courses, or I was around the wrong people, so I would like get myself around all different people and things like that. And then when I started going through the process that I go through, I was then realizing it's nothing about any of that. It's truly all about what I feel, what I actually believe, what are my values, what is my mission, and how do I go through the whole process of truly believing this is the person that I'm here to be. This is the person that I'm actually going to be stepping into. So it's actually stepping into the person that you actually want to be, and you also desire to live. And I could talk forever about these things, but I just want to kind of spend the first day going over, as I say, a very base about belief and about attitude, because what you think is what you attract. So it's very much that, it's all about your attitude. So your attitude plus your belief gives you the actions, which gives you the results. So it's it's what your attitude is towards life and the outside world, for instance. So say, for instance, with everything going on in the world, and you're like, oh, this is shit, this is not happening, and I'm just not happy about this, and I'm not happy about that, and this person is this, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, might not agree with perhaps the outside circumstances that we're talking about, but it's making sure that we're actually in our own vibration, and only getting our energy involved in circumstances that we can control. Outside influences that we can't control, putting our energy and our focus on, is then just taking our energy and a focus away from what we can control, which is inside of us. And what we can control is our choices that we make. Our rational mind, our conscious mind, is able to accept and reject outside influences, and it's absolutely able to make decisions. And this is something that we're able to do. But when we think about your belief and your actions, because what you believe will then put your body into action to get the results that you're going to get. Okay. So for instance, my husband said to me this morning, I, I'm a very early bird now. I love the work that I do. And because I'm working all over the world, I'm doing classes at different time zones. And so my day starts around 4:30 to 5 o'clock. And so I said to him this morning that we're going to go out for a run this morning at 5 o'clock. I said, so, you just, come with me. Please come with me. We'll take the dog out for a walk. And he was like, oh my God, seriously? And I said, yeah, we're going to do that. And then later on, he was just like, my body is absolutely exhausted. My body is telling me that I'm tired. And I was like, no, babe, your body is not telling you that you're tired, because your body can't tell you that you're tired, because it's your mind that tells your body, and it's your mind that puts your body into action that gives you the results. So I'm sorry, babe, but your body is not telling you. Is your mind telling you that you're tired? And so if your mind tells you that you're not tired, and he was like, you're the worst person to be doing this work. Well, I actually just want to feel sorry for myself. So what I wanted to just really share with you is that we are, as human beings, are able to alter our state of mind. So we're able to make a decision. We're able to make a decision on what we think. We're able to make a decision on what we believe. And so what I really urge you to do is really start thinking, thinking on this first day before we go into tomorrow, where I'm going to be coming up with like some more things for you to do. Is I want you to start really thinking about that. If you did have all the time, all the money, and all the resources in the world, what would you want to do? I want you to start really feeling into that. And just, if you've done this exercise already, do it again. It's a different vibration. And if it's the same beliefs, then go into those beliefs, but go into them with a true belief and faith. It's I can't, something that's just come to me really, really strongly. I've just spent 6 days with Tony Robbins with the doing Date of Destiny as a platinum partner, and going really, really deep into, finding out your true destiny. Now, I've been working with Tony Robbins since 2015. And from 2015 to what Tony is doing now has just totally changed from night to day. The amount of spiritual work that he's brought into his work now has blown me away. From somebody that's also been doing my spiritual growth and my spiritual certification in a lot of spaces as well, and then working with Bob Proctor as well as my mentor, and working on a consultancy basis with Bob as well. It's kind of brought me together to actually really, really drum into my whole belief system that my faith and belief is fundamentally important over and above anything else that I do. It's fundamentally important over the amount of hours that I put in, the amount of time I spend in Facebook, the amount of time that I spend doing any online marketing, the amount of time I spend networking, anything else like that. My faith and my belief is foremost for me. It's absolutely foremost for me. And what my mission is. Do you know what your mission and what your purpose is? I have my mission written across my board. My purpose in life is to live from within, have faith, and create magic. Enjoy a fully abundant journey for myself and others. And so this is what I want to do this week. I really want to help you create your purpose. I want you to be able to create your destiny and where you're able to go. And I want to really help you, hone in to what your attitude is, your attitude towards life, your attitude towards what you want to create, your attitude towards the business that you're in, the attitude towards the business that you want to create. And then I also want to home into what your beliefs are around those as well. And then how we can turn that into action for you to be able to get the results that you want in 2022. Because that's the thing. We're going into a new year, and just to start off, with everything that's going on, with a clean slate. Many of you know that many of you that know me, I'm not too much into New Year's resolutions, because I believe you can start a resolution anytime. You can start a resolution on the 1st of January, you can start it on the 1st of August, which is my birthday, you can start it on the 20th of June, you can start it any time at all. It's all about when you want to actually alter your attitude, because human beings can honestly alter their lives by altering their attitudes. And I think that was I think that was William James from Harvard University, something like that. Human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes, and that's what it's about. But how do we alter our attitude, and how do we stay in this space about altering our attitude? And that's what that's what we really need to home into. We need to home into really understanding the polarities, understanding that if we're up here, how do we actually bring ourselves down to a vibration of the frequency that we want to be able to sorry, if we're down here, if we're down here, how do we actually bring ourselves up to vibrate at a frequency where we want to be able to achieve our goals? So if we want to be up there soaring with the eagles and flying and believing that we can fly, I believe that I can fly, touch the sky. But if you are down here playing with the ducks and you're believing that you can be a duck, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with ducks. I like ducks. But if you believe that you believe that you can only play down with the ducks because that's all your parents have ever done, or that's your family's ever done, how could you be a multimillionaire if nobody else in your family has ever done that? And your thought process and your belief process and your attitude is down here with the ducks. Getting up to soar with the eagles is going to be pretty difficult, because getting a duck to fly like an eagle is totally different. So what it is, it's actually then it's bringing that gap together. It's bringing that gap together so you don't hit the terror barrier so much. We'll also talk about the terror barrier, because when you hit the terror barrier, it's like hitting a wall. You're starting to do something. I'm sure you've been like this. You start doing something, and then you're like, oh my God, I really can't do that. And then you start, maybe procrastinating, or then you start getting frustrated, or you start going doing something else, or you'll think, oh, I can't do that. Are you with me? You'll start thinking, oh my gosh, this is not for me. I really can't do that. Or, nobody's on my Facebook Live. Oh my God, it means that I'm doing the wrong thing. Or, nobody's signing up for my events. Oh my God, nobody's buying my products. And then you start thinking that you're doing the wrong thing, or you're perhaps, you're not doing it the right way. And then you start hitting the terror barrier, and then you start changing things, or you stop taking the action. You stop doing what you're doing. So it's going into those beliefs, it's going into those faith mechanisms, it's making sure that when we actually are coming across the terror barrier, how we're able to actually hit that terror barrier, get through that terror barrier, instead of actually hitting it and falling back down into the comfort zone. Now, I'm sure you know where I'm at, because if we fall back down into the comfort zone, then that's what happens, is then we're just going back to mediocre. I'm sure, like me, you don't want to live a life of mediocrity in 2022. It is time to step up. It is time for you to get the results that you want. It's the time for you to get the dreams, the desires, and everything that you want. Because honestly, 2022 is it's about getting exactly what you want. Literally, create your destiny for 2022 from beyond. And this is what I want to be able to do this week. I want to be able to help you create your destiny for 2022 and beyond. And I'm also opening it up because you're watching this live, or you're watching the replay, and you have access to me either through WhatsApp if you're connected to me, or you have access to me through Facebook Messenger. Send me a message. Let me know what your destiny is, or what you think your destiny is for 2022. Send me a message about your dreams and your desires and what you do want to create. Send me a message if you feel that you are hitting against some sort of terror barrier, or something is holding you back. Send me a message to where you're at. So over these next 3 days, that I'm going to be able to help you create your destiny. I'm going to be able to help you create your tools and everything that you need to start getting your attitude, your belief, and your actions in place for you to get the results that you want. How does that sound? And you know that I can actually talk forever and ever and ever. And I really made myself make a pact to myself, really, that I wanted these Facebook lives, and I wanted this short mastermind to be short, impactful snippets. And then I'm going to do some special stuff for you later on in the week that's really going to be able to help you home into everything that I'm talking about. But please send me some messages. Let me know. But this mastermind is actually going to be going on for every single day from Monday to Thursday, and we're just going to be going from 4 till about 4:30, sharing with you. Leave me the messages, and I'm just so looking forward to seeing you for the rest of the week. And that is, for me, short and sweet, over and out.
Woo! Hello again. I'm feeling love bumps all over, although I'm not
We
able
can't
to.
we can't see you, Marcel. You're
I
black.
know, I know. You can't see me. Why is that? Ooh.
Well, Marcel has dropped out. Do you know, this is the thing with technology, isn't it? I said to Marcel, he's got his name. He's got his name on there. Can you change that, somebody? Yes, they have. I said to him, I don't want to go more than 30 minutes, because I know people's time is very very important. I said, so I just want this to be a very sharp sharp finish. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being with me. I will actually see you at the same time tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Please reach out to me, because I know that many of you are going to be watching this replay, and I'm here to serve. I'm here to help you create whatever you want in your 2020. I honestly, this is really what I want to be able to do. It's going to really help you hone in, however that looks like for you, honestly, for you to create your destiny. So use this time, use this resource, use this offer that I'm giving you to reach out to me and let me help you create your 2020 destiny. And as I say, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow.